guys, how are you? As I say, it's always hello my peoples. So basically this is part 2 of a video that I put already before, and whoever doesn't know me and this is the first time you're watching me, my name is Delilah. I do real estate in Dubai for like a while right now, and I've been living here for a while right now, and won multiple awards and gave homes to so many people, their dream homes, made them make a life in Dubai. This part 2 is about, hold on, I feel like a news anchor. It's like, hello, welcome to the news channel. I'm just saying it raw as it is. You're not gonna see me behind on a screen telling you, look, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what's gonna happen. So in this video, I'm just gonna talk about real estate. But when I mean real estate in Dubai as of today is if you're a distressed seller, if you're a buyer, if the safety, what is my prediction from my personal opinion and from the statistics that I gathered through my messages that I received from my buyers and my sellers and the brokers and all that. So this is just me. What do I think as a whole from what I'm receiving, from the buyer requests that I'm receiving and the seller's requests that I'm receiving? And also, what would the developer do if this situation prolonged basically, and if you had bought right before this situation happened? If you're interested in this topic, then just watch the video to the end. So I guess today is day 12. Correct? Of the war that's happening between Israel, USA, and Iran. Technically, we're just in the middle of this chaos. I'm here to give you raw information from not Google Sheet and not statistics. I'm just telling you what happened in my conversation. And this is only about the real estate part of it in Dubai. So when this situation happened on day one, a lot of people are like, oh my God, the real estate market is gonna go down, such and such and such, because a lot of people left. Yes, some people did leave, but some of my clients, they just left for a vacation because it's spring break coming and also the Eid vacation. It's not like they ran away from their homes. Did some people contact me and wanting to sell fast? Yes. Were they trying to sell as a distress? No. So I've received a couple of people that, not just my direct client, because my direct clients, none of them told me I really want to sell right now. None. They actually contacted me and they told me I want to buy if there's any distress deal. And some of the sentences was really like this. Some of the clients, they were like, listen, I lost out during Corona. I lost out during the 2008 that hit the Gulf. Some lost out during the Iraq war. Like, everybody told me that, listen, we've lost a couple of good deals and we regret it. So please, we want to buy right now. I was like, okay, so what are you looking for? They wanted distress deals. So this word of distress, what does it mean? Is someone wants to get out quick and wanting to lose on either his capital or on his OP, which is original price. The thing is, I haven't received these distressed sellers. I've received some that actually, and I can just quote, I've received a unit that it was a villa that it's handed over now. And the guy is like, look, I'm willing to sell 1 million below market. And I'm like, look, if you really want to sell, you should sell at your original price. He's like, look, that was 3 years ago, this and that and that. Because from that 3 years ago till now, he's already gained almost 5 million dirhams capital gain. And he's like, no, but I don't want to get out at that price. I said, then why are you getting out? He's like, no, just to be safer. I'm like, so you want to be safer and still gain more than €1 million in capital gain? I mean, if you want to exit, sell it at your original price, which is, if you're hearing what I'm saying and you're following, the person is still not losing, you know? The guy refused. He's like, no, I'm not going to sell my original price because I know it's going to pick up eventually. So that made me think, it's like you're just exiting just to exit, but you don't want to lose. That made me think that this situation that we are in is not catastrophic. And this is without reading the news, without looking at statistics, without doing anything, okay? This is just me with my WhatsApps and my Instagram and my all of my social media accounts, and also talking to my clients. So what I'm giving you and whatever I'm talking about right now, it's personal experience for the last week of the messages I've received. So there are a lot of people that are waiting to buy, hoping that they can buy at a very low price. Unfortunately, we don't have that, you know? And the sellers that want to exit today, they don't want to exit at loss. And also, even, how am I going to say it? Their loss to them is not losing at the original price that they bought. Their loss to them is just like the last 2 years or 3 years, because price per square foot was much lower than today's market. Jimmy, what did I pick up and what did I gather and how do I feel through this situation? Okay, this is my personal opinion. Like I said before, this is not, if I look at statistics, you're going to be like, we're doing great and we're going to do great, if I show you the numbers. But I'm just here, I always do my own personal thing, because whatever the news is and the chaos, sometimes I'm just like, look, I'm just going to see what's happening. And I have enough data because I've been doing this for a while and my messages are like, I'm unable to even answer all the messages. Okay, so let's focus. As you see, I talk from the heart and there's no script, so there's a lot of levels. So if you're still here listening to all of this, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Instagram. This is my Instagram handle. This is my TikTok. I'm more active on Instagram more. And I just started this YouTube. Okay, so my personal opinion. I believe rent will kind of go down a little bit. I believe that. Okay, is that gonna happen? No. Yes, I don't know. But why do I think rent might just like stabilize and finally go to normal prices, which I will be happy because trust me, rent is like crazy. I believe that because people are emotional. People are emotional travelers. People are emotional buyers. People are just emotional. Even during this situation right now, if you look at people that think with their brain, not with their heart, they're going to be like, oh my God, I'm definitely staying in Dubai because the reason why I came here is still the same. Tax haven, it's still safe. And if you tell me, oh, what do you mean it's still safe? You guys had a missile intercepted, 95% of them. This country is more ready than any other countries. If whatever happened in the GCC had happened in some other country, they're not going to be ready. They're just going to be like, oh, what are we going to do next? They're ready with interception of missiles and drones and God knows what. They were ready for food. Whoever said that food is going to be gone for like the next 6 months or so, they had everything stacked up. They were ready that everything that had happened, the minister that's in charge of each part came up and said, this is the rules. So the new rules is they're like, if any grocery shop raised as much as $1 or a dirham in their grocery, they're going to get a fine and shit is going to hit the fan, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one. They were ready. The second thing is, all of the people that were stranded at the hotels because of flights and whatever situations, they offered them free accommodation at the same hotel they were in. They're like, listen, go back to your hotel that you were in, apply through this channel, do this step, we will take care of it. Hotel accommodation and food was taken care of. So grocery is fixed, hotel is fixed, food is fixed. What else? That's what's happened. Some restaurants offered free food to everybody else during Ramadan and whoever was stranded and have nowhere to go. Okay, so that itself shows people it's like, oh, it's not just because it's not just properties. Like there's so many things that's happening in Dubai. It's just a lot of people look at properties because there's so many brokers and we're all on social media, to be honest, because they're all happy. Okay, so the royals, okay, so the Sheikh of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they're at the mall, walking around, having their dinner there, their suhoor. The day this happened, they were at the polo game. So you see the rulers of the UAE out there. Okay, so that's another reason. There are so many reasons that actually the media that's trying to say, oh my God, look what happened in Dubai. Others are going to be like, wow, look what happened to Dubai. The other part is that like when everybody got together and obviously just started speaking and showing the truth. So now back to the main topic, which is real estate. Smart people are still buying. They're still going to buy. Rent will go down a little bit. Yes, like I just said, because it's emotional. Will you see some transactions that are like low transactions, lower than the market? Of course you'll see, because like I just mentioned, it's people are emotional. So some are going to be like, oh my God, I just need to sell right now. And then they're going to sell. And then they're going to take their money, they're going to wait, and then they're going to buy for sure. Okay? Developers. This is a very important part. Some people are like, our developers, are they going to give discounts? Look what's been happening. It's been 11 days or 10 days. Anyways, the date today is, what's the date today? Obviously, I have no idea what's happening. What's today's date? Today is March 11th. Great. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday. So I just have no idea what day it is and what's happening because I still show up and do my viewings. What will happen with developers? So far, as of today, the 11th day of the situation that's happening in the Gulf area, no developers contact us and tell us, hey, we're giving discounts or we're changing payments plan or not. Because you can tell me why. And then you can tell me, how do you know this information? I know this information because I work closely with the developers. It's very simple. How do developers structure their things and why do they do it? First of all, at the moment, most of the developers are building with their own money. Even there's so much money that's flooded in the banks. Why do I say that? Because when you book your unit, you must pay 20% upfront to book. So that's enough money to be in the bank. And then they all sell out. So imagine how many 20% they already have. Then the next payment is coming up soon. So they have enough money to survive and to finish. If it stays longer, what could happen? What could be possibly happen? Especially if you had just bought like the day before the situation and you're like, oh my God, they're going to sell it lower and I had just bought and I'm not going to be able to make money and such. It will start gradually changing slower. The first change will not be the price and the price is not going to be changing. The first change would be like a payment plan, where someone that's doing 70% payments plan during construction and a 30 after handover, they might swap it. Might do it 30-70. And that situation will take a while for them to actually do it. The next step will be, which is months later, they will probably do a Dubai Land Department waive your fees. So it's kind of like a 4% off thing. Then if still that situation prolonged, they will give higher commission to brokers, okay? Then if it's still prolonged, they will do the 20-80 game where you pay only 20%. And then when it's handed over, that's the 80%. So you can actually look at the situation and be like, should I keep going or should I not? This is me, again, personally from my experience and what I see. So all of what I've shared with you is literally data from my phone and my WhatsApps and my Instagram. That being said, if you are a seller today, just think about the reason you're selling. Why do you really want to sell? If you really need the money, like for example, you're like, you know what, I need money because you have a lot of businesses and a lot of things that you need to pay and you're afraid it's going to take long, then fine, exit with the money, do your thing and sell at a good price for the buyer. It's not going to be a good price for you. And have a good broker that will actually give you what is the good price for the buyer, for them to actually bring the buyer for you, not just to burn your unit around the market. Always try to work with like one person. Sending it to everybody else, you're just burning your unit, okay? Then they'll think you're very desperate. Secondly, if you're scared, I can't tell you, okay, don't be scared, or everybody's fear is different. If you're scared, then you have to just sell at whatever comes to you. Like today, literally, I can show you the message. One of my sellers was selling a unit in City Walk, and he told me, hey, by the way, I got an offer, but I'm rejecting it. And I'm like, why are you rejecting it? Looking at this situation, he's like, yeah, because the situation's not gonna last. And plus, this is the price I want, and I'm not gonna go down. This client, he's an investor himself, and he knows that if I sell right now at this price, I'm gonna regret it later. So if you have a lot of things to do, I'm not inside your pocket or your bank or your family, so I really don't know what is the situation that you're going through. But if you're just panic selling, just don't rush and get the right person, okay? If you are a buyer, and don't wait for that, I'm waiting for the 50% discount distress deal, because it's not. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? If you are a buyer, the smart way is you can look for good project that might be selling at original price that were bought 3 years ago. Because how you look at it, it's like, okay, this was 3 years ago, price per square foot. If I buy it today as original price, then the other guy is happy, you're happy, then it's picking up eventually, okay? So I think this wraps up today's conversation, because if I don't wrap it up, I'm gonna start talking for like 1 hour. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or is there something that you really want me to cover, you can just always comment about it, and then I'll set up a time and come and digest it from my personal opinion. Again, personal opinion of living here, and all of the data is just from all the messages that I get from like buyers and sellers and investors and brokers out there. Thank you and bless you, and thank you, and that's it. Yalla, khalas.